Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughter-Zinski with you here tonight. And tonight, we are pre-recording our final in-studio student-athlete interview of the summer. And the reason for that is, well, come Monday, it's game week. It's game week for football. It's game week for volleyball. It's game on. And I couldn't close out the summer with two more interesting, complete, and really great student athletes, and they represent Eau Gallie High School. I love their nicknames. We're going to tell you their nicknames first, but we're going to tell you their real names, and then we're going to refer to them by their nicknames. Please help me welcome to the set, and I want to make sure I get this right. Go ahead.
Chavez Thompson.
Chavez and Chazaris Thompson. I did not want to screw that up, but that's Sandman and Redman, as you know them by. I have to start with the older brother first, all right? You guys play on the offensive line next to each other for the Eau Gallie Commodores.
Yes,
Sandman, here's the thing that I don't think people understand. What year are you?
2025.
What year are you?
26.
This is freshman and sophomore. So there's 2 and 3 more years of intellectual and physical growth coming from these student athletes. Can you imagine what these two gentlemen will be next to each other in their senior and junior year? All right, last year was a wash. Not a great year. Injuries really plagued the football team. But as a freshman, Sandman, take me through your experience as a freshman, and what'd you learn last year?
I learned a lot. It was kind of a little nervous being a freshman on varsity. They're expecting a lot from me.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, if you had to look back on one situation, like now you both played for an outstanding youth football organization up at Space Coast, the Panthers. Panthers, right?
Yes, sir.
You guys, I loved coming up there. In fact, we were talking about the overtime game in which you beat Rockledge. They had beaten you earlier in the year, and then you guys were on that offensive line that blocked for that overtime touchdown. Yes, it happens in the trenches, you know that. But the quarterbacks and the running backs get all the glory. Was there a moment last year that happened when you said, you know what, I'm playing big boy football now? Do you remember what that moment was when you said, man, this ain't youth football no more?
Yes, because I used to be able to dominate everybody in Little League because I was so much bigger. But
Right.
when I got to high school, everybody was my same size, and I had to get stronger in the weight room, which I did.
And you just knew hitting those guys, it was a whole different ball game by then. Redman, have you had that moment yet in camp? Has it hit you yet?
Yes,
What-
because me personally, I'm cocky.
Okay.
So I talk a lot of smack. So when I first got there, I went against Drew, and yeah, it killed me first one, but I had to get him back. Though.
You got him back?
Yes, sir.
Did you get him back? That's funny. Now, I love the trash talking aspect from the offensive line. I was a quarterback, so I wanted my offensive lineman as your center, your guard. You are the offense has 2 quarterbacks.
Yes.
Tell me what your responsibility is as a center in the Eau Gallie offense.
To call out the calls, make sure everybody's doing what they're doing, and know what they're doing.
Yeah, no doubt, because if there's an audible, and you got a young quarterback too. You're a sophomore, right? Jamari's a sophomore this year. So you guys are coming up together. Talk about how important that is and about you and Jamari growing together.
We brothers pretty much, and it's just a good feeling to have good chemistry with your quarterback, and you're at center. So yeah.
As the left guard playing next to your brother on that offensive line, I know there's got to be a comfort level there, but I also know you want to make your mark. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about you. Tell me about your style of football.
I like me. I just be really chilling.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Are you physical up front?
Yeah,
Do you like physical type?
Yeah.
Got you. What as you look at your football team this year, what do you like right now with the kickoff classic coming this week against Vieira, which you'll see right here on the Brevard Sports Network, by the way? What do you really like about your football team right now?
It's like a brotherhood. Like, we all close.
Tell me about that.
Like, as soon as I came in, like, everybody, like, connected. Like, they brought me in.
Now, I know there's not supposed to be back in my day, it was called hazing. You can't do that anymore. Yeah. Is there any, I'll call it indoctrination. Is there any freshman pranks that they play on you or no, just straight?
Sir.
Well, you're a big dude too. So, I mean, What advice, Sandman, did you give Redman coming in? Because did you ask what you could expect?
You got to be on time, Coach Miller. You never be late.
Tell me about playing for Coach.
You come late. You come 1 second late, he go close the door on you every time.
And you're out.
Yes, sir.
For that practice.
For the whole practice.
You're going home.
Yes.
Be on time. 15 minutes early is on time. Is that the expression?
Yes, 15, 20 minutes early.
Okay. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit, Sandman, about, because I know, and any smart D1P5 school would be sending you letters right now and reaching out to you. Tell me about how many offers you have.
I have 16.
All right. As a young man growing up, was there ever, well, let me ask you this. Are there 4 or 5 schools right now that stand out? Now, that could change in 2 years, and we don't want to know where you're going to school, but tell me about some of the schools that have impressed you so far.
Florida State, they come out to the school 3 times, and they just been showing love. And Pitt, I got on the phone with Coach Underwood, and he was showing me love. And then the Penn State coach, he was also showing me love.
Social media is very important these days in the recruiting process. Tell me how you navigate through social media, because it's tough out there. I mean, there are certain things you can do, certain things you can't do. Is there a team policy when it comes to social media?
No, not really. It's just be careful what you post.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, because sports is littered with examples of guys that have ruined their careers over social media. All right, we're going to come back to football, but I want to find out a little bit about you guys. All right. Now, obviously, you said you're cocky, right?
Yeah.
Who's the better athlete?
Me. Hands down.
All right. So let's. What can you guys? First of all, do you guys play any other sports?
I do wrestling.
You both wrestle?
I played basketball, baseball.
Okay, so you play basketball, or you play basketball and baseball, and you wrestle. You're a pretty good wrestler.
Yes.
Tell me about your wrestling season real quick, and we're going to get back to who's the better athlete.
It was fun. I really did it just to get better at football, to have better hand movement and body control, and to get in shape.
But it worked out pretty good for you, didn't it?
It did.
Where'd you end up?
I qualified for states.
Yeah, right.
But I didn't win. Well, I didn't qualify. I didn't place in state.
Right. But still, your first year, right?
Yes.
And you got there.
Yes.
That's pretty impressive. That is really, really impressive. Redman, how about you? Now, I know you're going to play basketball. You got to play for Coach Bobby Collins there. So basketball. Where did you play basketball?
McNair Middle School.
Okay, and baseball. Did you play Little League baseball at all?
I played for Coco.
Okay, all right. There you go. And you're going to play. So you're going to be a 3-sport star.
Yeah.
So you're a 2-sport star.
Yes.
So we got a 5-sport. I can't say which one would be I have to see you all play first.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take you at your word that you both feel like you're. What are you lifting?
I do 280 for bench, 455 for squat, and 255 for cleans.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that. When I say watch people do that, I could never get close. How about you? What are you up to?
I bench 235. I squat 455, and I deadlift 495.
I can't. I mean, these colleges, Coach Sands, your backfield. Tell me about your running backs. Are they taking care? Is Jamari taking care of you guys?
Yes, he is.
I mean, he ought to be buying you a Domino's pizza at the end of practice. He ought to be taking good. Look, even in high school, I used to take care of my Jamari. You got to take care of your offensive line for them to take care of you. Tell me about your quarterback. Tell me about your backfield. Tell me about. I know you got receivers for days. You got one going to Miami. Okay, so we know how good they are. Tell me about Crooms in your backfield.
He's such a good leader. He's like the oldest brother on our team. He leads the offense in a great way, and is just a great guy to look up to.
All right, guys, when you're off the football field, Redman, I'm going to start with you. Playing 3 sports is tough. I mean, it really doesn't give you any free time. But let's say you got a bad game, missed a block, or didn't hit that basket, or struck out. What does Redman do to unwind? How do you relax and take your mind off of things? To get away from the world, how do you do that?
So when stuff like that happen, I go talk to my coach and see what I messed up at. Then when he tell me, I go watch the film.
Okay.
So get better at it.
So you relax by getting better.
Yeah.
That's impressive. How about for you, Sandman? How when you have a bad day, and I don't see very many for either of you, but let's say the game wasn't kind to you that day. How do you relax? How do you unwind?
Like how he said, get better at what I did, and then just.
It's all sports for you guys, right? No doubt. Where do you see yourself in? Well, you're a freshman, so I'm going to say, how old are you?
I'm 15.
All right, so 10 years, 25. Where would you like to be when you're 25 years old?
25. Either in the league or if I'm still in college.
Okay. Well, you know what? With the options that college has today, take advantage of as much education as you can get. And it doesn't hurt to be a 6-year senior anymore because I'll tell you what, you saw they have, 4 6-year seniors drafted in the first round of the NFL this year. So in the league, obviously, a very, very good possibility. How about for, I know it's your answer, but how about for you?
Yes, they're being in the league as well.
No doubt. Do you guys have favorite NFL teams?
Chiefs.
Seattle Seahawks.
Ooh. How did you become a Chiefs fan? You a Mahomes guy?
My granddad liked Chiefs.
Okay. All right. I like that answer. How about for you?
I just like Russell Wilson, and since he's not there no more, I'm still gonna be a Chiefs fan. I like DK.
I got you.
Yes.
I got you. Okay. DK Metcalf. I dig it. I dig it. What about other sports? When you watch other sports, who you like to watch? Who are some of the athletes that offensive linemen? Because that's what you guys are. Who are some of the offensive linemen? Do you know?
Yes, Trenton Williams and Quentin Nelson. Those are my favorite.
You couldn't pick two better ones right there. I mean, he didn't leave anybody for you. How about you?
I like Juwan Taylor because he come from the same.
There you go, right up there on the wall. The Juwan. Have you had a chance to meet Juwan yet?
No, not yet.
I'll tell you what. Watched Juwan play last night, and Juwan's going to win that battle. He's in a battle for his job right now, and in his 4th year, hasn't missed a start. Fantastic role model. I like Juwan. Great guy. Juwan is. Next time he's in town, reach out to me, and we'll see what we can do about getting that done for you guys, because I think it would be important for you guys to meet up and talk with Juwan, because he's done it. Yeah. That's for sure. Can't do anything about Quentin Nelson. Right. But I might be able to reach out to Mr. Taylor. All right, let's talk about eating. I love to eat. All right. And all right. Putting up 285, you got to get those carbs in you. Obviously, I know you're going to tell me, well, we eat right, we do this. Okay, I get that. All right, I know you got to tell me that. But I want to know, what is the good stuff you like to eat? Like if mom or dad said, look, you can have whatever you want tonight for dinner. Give me the appetizer and the dinner. What are you picking?
Zaxby's all day.
Zax,
So
what are
good.
you getting at Zaxby's?
Number 3, wings and things.
Okay, how do you get them?
I get it boneless with tongue torts on the sauce.
Zaxby's, right up here on Wickham Road?
Yes.
I've never tried it. So you're
to.
giving a recommendation?
Yes.
You've tried it?
Yes.
How the heck have you tried it and I haven't tried it?
Before I got here, I tried one.
You in trouble after this. That's all I'm going to say. How about for you?
I like homemade meals. I want some fried chicken with some macaroni.
How do you like your fried chicken cooked?
I want like
Extra crispy?
Extra crispy.
Okay. How about seasoning? A little extra pepper or salt?
A little pepper.
I got you.
Seasoned salt, paprika. You know how
Do you like your mac and cheese baked?
baked? Yes.
Yes, that's the only way to make mac and cheese.
Only right.
All right.
Only right.
All right, what's for dessert? You get to pick dessert for. What do you like to eat for dessert?
Ice cream.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Cookie and cream.
Yeah.
Only right is cookie and cream. Only right.
Oh, man, after my own heart. What about for you?
I'm vanilla. I'm a simple guy.
I got you.
Vanilla.
Okay. All right.
Nothing wrong with vanilla.
No. But I am a cookies and cream guy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have something in there. That's funny. All right. Before we get back to football, let's play a little rapid fire.
All right.
You guys are all over social media, no doubt about it. If I said to you, tomorrow social media ends, Sandman, you are responsible for picking the only social media app that would remain, and your choices are Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or TikTok. Which one do you pick?
Twitter.
Same question to you. Which one do you pick?
Twitter.
Really? Why Twitter?
It's the most beneficial for me. Like, that's how I get all my contact coaches and all that. And the other social medias don't benefit me at all.
Same thing.
Like all the other stuff you name, really for kids and stuff.
Got you.
Really, all the old heads. No disrespect. All the old heads be on Twitter.
It's all right. It's all right. On Facebook, right?
All Twitter. What does that make us Facebook users?
Right. And you're only 25, old head. I tell you, this is awesome. We are here with Sandman and Redman Thompson from the Eau Gallie Commodores, and I'm having a blast with these guys. This is a lot of fun. All right, as a child, and don't tell me you didn't, because I know you did, because I had a daughter, and I know that if I needed to get some work done, I had to put her, and this is bad parenting, but I did it anyway. I had to put her in front of a TV or something so she could be occupied to watch a children's show. Her favorite show as a kid, she kills me when I say this, was Caillou. What children's show did you religiously watch? Because if you, what?
Regular show. On Cartoon Network.
What's it called?
Regular show.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What was that about? I never even heard of it.
I don't even remember.
You just, but that's what you watch?
Yeah, that's the cool shit.
How about for you, Red Man?
It's like SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. All right. Who's your favorite character on SpongeBob?
Patrick.
Patrick. Okay, he's a Patrick guy. I like it. So far, tell me a little bit about your academics. I want to know what you like to study. As an incoming freshman, how was your first week of school? Tell me about how was that?
It was good. I was basically with all the teammates. I got like multiple classes with my teammates.
Gotcha.
It's
So-
like I'm like really used to it from middle school. It's basically like middle school to me.
Okay. How about for you? What do you like to study, though? What's your favorite subject?
I like math.
Okay. All right. How about for you?
I like math as well. It's pretty easy to me. And yes.
See, that's where we differ. I can't add numbers. If the stats aren't, I can do stats, but beyond that, forget about it. Our school, is the first day of school still a thing to dress, where, all right, what were you banging on the first day of school?
I was wearing some Nike, some good Nike. Some
What kind of Nikes?
Jordan 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like them. How about, what were you knocking
I
out?
had a Piston jerseys and some Vapor Maxes.
There you go. Okay. All right. So that's
I
still
came
a
harder
thing.
than him. I
No,
came
you
harder
didn't.
than him.
Uh,
I
you-
came way harder than him.
What you say?
I came way harder than him. My
You look better?
yes.
No.
People know that we pre-record these. So if you have first day of school pics, send them.
All right.
I'm going to leave you my number. Text me those first day of school
All right.
because they're up on the screen right now as people are watching this. Guys, Eau Gallie has really, look, under Coach Powers when he was there, that was a program that religiously went 500 every year, would occasionally make the trip to the playoffs. But when Coach Sand stepped in, that program has done things it's never done before. It's gone to the playoffs year in and year out, 3 times in the last 4 years. Set a win for a number of playoff wins in a postseason. The expectations that Coach Sands has with his coaching staff, because it's a very experienced coaching staff, is high. What are your goals and expectations, Sandman, for this football team this year? By the time you get to the end of the year, where do you think this team should be?
We should be undefeated. We have a lot of talent both ways. So, yeah, we should be undefeated. No doubt.
Yeah, you agree?
Yes, sir.
All right. I tell you what. Tell me a little bit about your family. I want to know about your family. Your brother's here. So tell me about your family.
They're very supportive. Like, everything I do, they support. Like, when I made the move to go to play do wrestling, they were very supportive. They made all of my tournaments and matches and didn't miss one of them.
How important is it to have your parents in the stands?
Very important. Especially like his mom, like we got 2 different moms.
Right.
But his mom, so supportive. Like it'd be like a whole bunch of people in the stands. You just gonna hear her yelling.
But you're one big family, cheering on each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, you know what? I had a very similar situation to you guys growing up. I had, when my parents split up, it was just different. And I had a brother that was 10 years younger than I was, and we supported each other like there was no tomorrow. I mean, that's just the way it should be. Tell me something about Coach Sands I don't know. Give me a Coach Sands quirk.
I don't know. Coach Sanders is a great person. Like, he gives you all his players his all. As long as you give him his your all. Great person.
He says some pretty funny things though, don't he? When he's upset.
Yes.
you said.
I can't say what he be saying, but it's like I can't say what he's saying.
No, you can't say it. Right. The coaching staff. He always has the best coaching staff. Tell me about some of the coaches that you work with that you really admire.
Coach Guy, he's a wonderful coach. He's an offensive coordinator, and he makes sure we're doing everything how they're supposed to be. Make sure we're not late. We are on time. We like just everything. Great coach.
Got you.
Yes.
Coach CFAT, Coach Alvarez, my man too. Like they always.
CFAT is awesome.
Yes. But you get on their bad side, it's over with. It's over
You
with.
better get on the good side first. You better
Yes,
quickly
got
get back
to.
on that
Get
good
the-
side.
You know your plays, everything come on time. Because if you don't, he could be yelling zero all the time.
Are you two players that need to be like when I played, I had to have that. That was, I wasn't a lazy player, but I could drift, if you know what I mean. My mind could, and that was not a good thing for a quarterback. All right? But I could. My mind could drift, and my coach would really jump on me. How do you like to be coached?
Hard. I like to be yelled at if I do something wrong.
Right.
I like to be held accountable, and yeah.
Same with that. I like to be pushed. Because at first, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I really didn't like football. I was low key lazy.
Okay.
So at first, I had met Coach Cfat. Coach Cfat had pushed me. I really needed that push.
What was the push he gave you that motivated you? Do you remember?
It was something like, so like he tell me at first he didn't care if I came to practice. So like people who told me like they didn't care that I didn't come to practice made me want to work harder.
Right, because you gotta be a practice, and apparently you can't be late at all, guys. As we get set to wrap up here, and this has been a lot of fun. Is there anything you want to talk about? Is there anything that you'd like to discuss? Is there anything you want the community to know?
I'm better than this guy.
Yeah,
Nah.
you're a better athlete.
Yes.
Got you. All right, we're gonna find out, right?
We're gonna find
Because
out.
you guys, first of all, we don't have to look all over the field for you because you play right next to each other. I do want to ask you, Sandman, as we were talking about recruiting before, and I do want to ask you about this. You have really just begun the process of recruiting. How do you find it so far? Like, a lot of times student athletes will find recruiting fun at first, and then it really becomes a distraction. And then they find it fun again when it comes time to commit. But how are you finding it at the moment?
I'm finding it very fun because I never got the praise or glory in Little League because I'm O-line. Nobody really pays attention.
Right.
But now that college coaches knows and give glory to them, like, it's a good thing. I'm loving the recruiting process right now.
What's one thing you can tell me about Redman? Good thing, positive that we need to know.
He's a smart kid.
Yeah?
Yes.
What's one thing you can tell me about Sandman that everybody needs to know?
He's a good leader.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like that. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but I've had a blast. Anybody you want to say hello to?
Hello to my mom and dad.
Yeah.
I love y'all very much.
Yeah? How about you?
My sisters and my brother.
Okay. Say their names.
Shay, CJ, if you listening, as you know, man, I'm doing big things out here. You know what it is.
They're both going to be doing some big things this year. Come on, bring him in. Come on. Get on it. Get on it, buddy. Come on.
Lavelle, come on,
Come
Lavelle,
on.
Lavelle.
Come on. Yep. Come on in. Duck down. Yep. Stand in the middle there. Give him the microphone. Go ahead. What's your name?
My name's Chavez Thompson.
All right, Chevelle. Where do you play at?
I'm waiting for the season to start for McNair.
Okay. That's right, because you play basketball, right? What position you play?
I play guard,
And where do you go to school?
McNair.
Where would you one day like to go play college basketball? Do you know yet?
Kansas Jayhawks.
He already knows, right? He already knows. Who's the best athlete out of all y'all?
Definitely me.
I love it. I tell you what, man, y'all got it. I can't wait to get you guys back in. We're going to do this again in 2 years.
Okay.
Well, we'll do this every year as like a preview. But when you get ready to make your commitment or after you make your commitment, come on back in here and we'll sit down and we'll look back and we'll recap because I think it'll be a lot of fun. Go ahead, guys. We're going to get out of here. Tell everybody who you are again.
Chazaris Thompson, a.k.a. Redman.
Go ahead, young man.
Chavez Thompson, a.k.a. Lavelle.
Chavez Thompson, also known as Sandman.
And I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Love having the Thompson men in the household here. I want to thank their parents for bringing them here today. This has been an absolute blast, and we look forward to watching them all play basketball and football this year. That Eau Gallie offensive line is going to be a force. So for the Thompsons, I'm Alan. Thank you, Caleb. Have a great night, everybody. And as always, make it a sports night.